This video is being brought to you with thanks to Surfshark. Surfshark is an app or browser extension that allows you to browse websites in other countries and keep you safe and secure from hackers. Surfshark allows you to virtually travel the world with just the tap of a finger. As an example, we here in Ireland can What is Afflix? We here in Ireland can watch other countries' Netflix libraries, unlock UK services such as BBC iPlayer, and of course that all-important Spanish DAZN account for football. Surfshark keeps you safe and secure by covering up everything that you do online. When your device connects to the internet, all this information is, in a way, blurred out. This is particularly effective when you're out and about on public Wi-Fi, maybe you're in college or at a cafe. It keeps your information safe and secure from hackers. With a Surfshark, just ask Surfshark, just here, have a Surfshark. Johnny? Mildred, Surfsharks? Surfshark allow you to use unlimited devices on just one subscription, meaning if you so wish, you can grant access to your friends and family. On top of that, Surfshark offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you don't like it, they refund you. It is that simple. Simply scan the QR code on your screen right now, or use the link in the description, putting in the code Anfield Agenda at checkout. Right, my friends, we are live for another bit of transfer talk, and today we're going to be talking about a few players. We are, of course, going to be talking about Alexis McAllister, who just played the second half, or part of the second half there, in Brighton's loss, which all but ends our Champions League hopes for this season. Still not mathematically impossible, but right now it's looking like Newcastle United will book their spot. So we have to look to the future, and that starts with the midfield rebuild in the summer. The latest news coming out of Argentina is that it looks like a done deal almost at this point for Alexis McAllister to join Liverpool Football Club in the summer. Still talk of a £70 million fee, but ESPN Argentina are saying that this is quite far along. So I would expect news soon on this, in all honesty. I mean, maybe after the last game of the season, maybe we hear something a bit sooner than that, but I think it is fair to say we are getting very, very close to Alexis McAllister being confirmed as Liverpool's first summer signing, or at least the start of that midfield rebuild. I want to just talk about one of the players John Barnes would like to see brought into Liverpool Football Club, and I say this because I've seen other people in the chat mention it as well. Liverpool would be very clever to sign Eze from Crystal Palace, according to John Barnes. He said he's a player who he'd love to see at Liverpool Football Club. He think he'd be a great fit. He said he'd be great as an attacking midfield player, giving Liverpool more options. And I don't disagree. I think Eze is a very fine football player. Now, I'm not seeing of any links to Liverpool and Eze, so maybe this is just John Barnes' version of a fantasy football or a player that he'd like to see. But again, I'd like to know in the comment section, do you agree with John Barnes? Is he somebody you'd like to see at Liverpool Football Club? And how high can this kid's ceiling be? Because he looks like the real deal. Right, confirmation as well that Liverpool will wear the brand new kit for the last home game of the season against Aston Villa. It is on sale at the minute. I'm sure you've all seen it. I want to know your thoughts on the kit, and hopefully we get to see the lads sent off. Because remember, Saturday is going to be the last home game before Roberto Firmino, James Milner, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and Naby Keita all depart the football club. And the bad news? Well, the bad news is that Jurgen Klopp won't be on the sideline for that game because he has accepted the charge from the Premier League, which is a 2-game ban, the second game being suspended. You know, if he breaches disciplinary rules in the future, that will be implemented then. So the first game is immediate. It'll take place on Saturday, so we won't be on the sideline for the game against Villa. He also got a £75,000 fine from the FA, which, I don't know, let me know your take on that one. I just hope they show consistency and they keep the same energy moving forward for players and managers that, you know, do similar things in post-match. And again, I want to point out that Jurgen Klopp's charge is in relation to his comments in his post-match interview about Paul Tierney and not about running up to the fourth official or any of that stuff. So again, love to know your thoughts on it. Liverpool, with regards to centre-backs, I've not seen anything new, but as I said to you the other day, I can confirm that the interest in Jurrien Timber is certainly real. Now, if you go and cast your mind back, there was talk that his girlfriend was house hunting over in Liverpool in recent months, and when I first heard that, I thought, that's a bit strange. But then as the story began to unfold bit by bit, it does seem like maybe he is on the list of potential centre-backs for Liverpool Football Club. But one thing that I want to ask you guys really clearly is, Who do you blame for this season's capitulation? Who do you blame for the fact that we are looking at a season in the Europa League? Is it a wake-up call for Jurgen Klopp? Was he a little bit too pig-headed in his belief that we didn't need a midfielder? Or are you like me and thinking, yes, Klopp owns some of the blame, but most of that blame should be on the shoulders of FSG and John W. Henry? Because once again, season after season, we see things like Arsenal, 200 million quid to spend in the summer because they've got Champions League football. Whereas us, we get Champions League football season after season and a net spend of about 35 or 40 million pounds. So I'm expecting the usual stuff in the summer. I'm expecting it to drag on a little bit, and I'm expecting us to be underwhelmed with some of the signings. Not the players as such, but the amount of them. We all know we need 3 midfielders. I've got a very, very uneasy feeling we may only see 2 come through the door. Yes, we have to take into account, obviously, Curtis Jones' form and how well that's been, but we can't be rolling the dice again. We need to get it right, and we need to get the bodies in that we need. We're definitely losing bodies in midfield. How often they play or not is redundant. We need to bring them in. And the bad news keeps coming, I'm afraid, my friends, because as per many sources today across journalism, across social media, Liverpool Football Club are negotiating with Adrian San Miguel about a contract extension. Yep, you heard me. Adrian, yes, that one. The one that nobody else in the history of football has ever decided to extend the contract of, but we think we're clever enough to do it twice. So again, I want to know your thoughts on that situation. And with regards to other outgoings, I'm not expecting any major surprises, but we need to know who these midfielders are. I want Barella. I would love Barella. Hopefully that could get done. And again, there has been enough talk from even English journalists to say that Liverpool are certainly interested in bringing him in. I mentioned to you guys yesterday there was a report in Italy that suggested 80 million euro is the number that Inter Milan would require if they are to part with Barella. And we all know that it's very unlikely that Liverpool Football Club are going to pay 80 million euro on top of 70 million pound maybe for Alexis McAllister. And then if we bring in the third midfielder, who could that be? I mentioned to you guys in recent days as well that Liverpool have paid £800,000 to bring in a 14-year-old centre-back from Wolves. So how long will it be before we see him? I don't know. But if you're paying 800 grand for a 14-year-old kid, he's probably going to have something about him and he's probably going to be decent. Now, anything else that you would like us to cover between now and the end of the season, we always keep our eyes open for your comments and your suggestions. So if there's any videos you'd like to see us go through or stuff like that, let me know. And just to finish up on this one, I'm going to give you the Anfield Agenda Team of the Season. And we worked on this yesterday in the live stream that we did with the chat, and we're going to go through it again today. So in goal, we have given that award to Alisson Becker, quite simply because he is the best goalkeeper in the league. We've decided that Kieran Trippier gets the award for right back. Left back we gave to Estupinan. No, we didn't. Left back we gave to Ake. Yeah, sorry, Ake with Estupinan as an honourable mention. The centre back pairings that we gave out went to, who are the centre backs that we gave the awards to? Sven Botman from Newcastle was one of the awards, and I'm trying to think of who the other centre back went to. It went to, bear with me, I'll come back on that one. Into midfield, then we gave the awards to Kevin De Bruyne, to Martin Odegaard. We gave an honourable mention to Bruno Guimaraes. Yes, John Stones was the other centre-back. That was the one. In midfield, it was Kevin De Bruyne. It was Martin Odegaard. And then we gave the third spot to... I know it wasn't Bruno Guimaraes, because I know that we were flirting with Bruno Guimaraes, but we ended up putting him on the bench. So I'm sure I'll think of it in a second. Up top, Mohamed Salah on the right-hand side. I don't care if you think it's Saka. I don't care if you think Saka's had a better season. He hasn't. The right answer is Mohamed Salah. Stats and assists. He's going to be the first player potentially to get 20 goals and 10 assists in 3 seasons. He is the answer. The midfielder that I couldn't remember was Alexis McAllister. So yes, Alexis McAllister, Kevin De Bruyne and Martin Odegaard. And then through the centre, obviously it was Erling Haaland. It was never going to be in doubt. And on the left-hand side, got a little bit tricky when we came to the left-hand side because we weren't sure who to go with. Obviously, Martinelli's had a very good season over there as well. Rashford's had a decent season at United, but they're not the players that we went for. And I can't remember again who the one that we went for was. So I'm going to ask you guys to let me know who you think we should put on the left-hand side of the attack. Because I can't remember who it was at this point. There was so much time between today and yesterday that my dumb asses forgot. So look, that is roughly our Anfield Agenda Team of the Season. But we haven't put in the left wing. Who do we put in the left wing, lads? Grealish, there you go. Yeah, Jackie Grealish, that's who we gave it to. So again, Alisson in goal, Trippier at right back. Left back was Ake. Centre back were John Stones and the dude. what's his name again? Sven Botman. Midfield, Odegaard, De Bruyne, and Alexis McAllister. Right hand side of attack, Mohamed Salah. Through the centre, we went for Erling Braut Haaland. On the left hand side, as I said a second ago, was Jack Grealish. Some honourable mentions as well to the likes of Bruno Guimaraes, to Caicedo's had a decent season, to obviously a couple of Arsenal players in there that were unlucky to miss out. Saka, on the left-hand side, Martinelli as well, probably consider himself a bit unlucky not to be in there. Not that he's sitting up at night wondering why he's not on the Anfield Agenda team of the season. Goalkeeper-wise, Ramsdale, I think, gets the spot on the bench. So that's it. Let us know if you agree or disagree, and let us know who your team of the season are in the comment section. Again, appreciate you guys for sticking with us this season, and yeah, look forward to catching up with you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.